Hey y'all, Gnome here, server X160, the best in the West, though it has gotten very small, so probably a guild or a server merge here pretty soon. I might be seeing some of y'all in the new merge server, so that would be great. Also, proud member of Arkham Asylum, number one guild in all of Lithas, dominating guild conquest, getting number one and number one and number one. Strong group of players. They're really good at their game. So fun to watch from everybody in the Lexus tournament. Even it's a lot of fun. So we got a new clan. I presented the male. I wanted to do a quick video on the female. Remember, I'm trying to stay around 15 minutes long, and the voice hasn't been lining up with the video, so I just decided to keep my ugly mug out of this one and just kind of talk. So let's check her out. It looks like the female Trevane upgrade. We got the pink hair with the cool like horns coming off her tiara with the emerald on the inside, vines going up the legs with little flowers on them, and emerald at her kind of her lower stomach or pelvis area there. Awesome bow with some more emeralds and glowing gems in them. I think those are the arrows at the bottom that she quickly pulls out, or maybe it's just the energy arrows she shoots off. But really cool armor, cool champion. She's a marksman, production district, and the aspect of her is, of course, the Primal Fury. So I have a couple traits on her, but let's talk about the clan trait here. Healing Resonance. This is level 18. When dealing damage, increases the healing received by all allies by 18.8% for 6 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Each stack's duration is calculated independently. So this is way better than Devout was. And then the only time that it might be kind of bad is if she CC'd a lot, so she can't get the thing on people. But there's a lot of champions out there that deal tons of different sources of damage. So they can keep it, what is that, a little less than 60%. And at level 22, it's 21% per stack, so up to 63. Pretty crazy. Let's talk about her skills real quick. For her passive, we have whenever enemies are healed, and there's a lot of that in the current meta. So female revenant, Fate, Eldrasil heals himself with his passive. Necrosa heals herself, and Hydron with lifesteal. There's a lot of healing going on. So anytime an enemy is healed, she gains 2 stacks of Vitamark, up to 10 stacks. So she should have pretty close to 10 stacks all the time. When dealing damage, she consumes 1 stack to inflict 75% strength as true damage to the target. If stacks are equal then or less than 5, also increases damage the target takes by 13% for 5 seconds. Otherwise, reduces the target's dodge by 13% for 5 seconds. For every 10 stacks consumed, she gains a permanent shield equal to 1,315% strength, which is amazing in PvP. That's as large as Unmayong's strength from his shield, I believe. Whenever he's about to die, he gets that huge shield that's converted to health. Well, that's a huge shield. And so, also, her target could change. So she could be applying the damage taken by 13% for 5 seconds on them. She could reduce another target's dodge. It just depends, like, who she's attacking, how you're moving enemies around, kind of thing. But pretty fantastic. And the strength damage is true damage. So I'm thinking Pyromancer or Vengeful if she's having to take a lot of damage. Then she's like dealing sources of damage, so it'll increment her clan trait, the Healing Resonance, by 1 stack. And also, it'll consume 1 stack of this. And the main key here is it seems like you want to quickly consume 10 stacks so she can get that shield. And that's kind of why I have the Agile on her. I have the energy regen for her ultimate, which we're about to get into, but Pyromancer would be a good one. Anything to just more sources of damage, basically. Oh, and of course you're going to want brutal and strength because her shield scales off that strength. Her active shoots 3 consecutive enhanced arrows at the nearest enemy. Each arrow deals 200% strength damage and true damage equal to 15% of the target's lost constitution up to 20 times strength. So if the target's really low health, her active is going to do a lot more because it's true damage and it's based off the target's lost health. The final arrow explodes upon hit, dealing 339 strength as true damage to nearby enemies and reducing their healing by 41% for 8 seconds. If close to the target, each arrow also knocks back the enemy slightly. So reducing their healing after doing a ton of damage to them when they're low, if they do happen to survive, they're not going to get healed as efficiently, almost getting half as much healing. Her ultimate enters quick shot mode, consuming 150 energy per shot to fire piercing arrows at the farthest target, dealing 197% strength as true damage to enemies along the path. Wow. Each shot increases damage done by 32%, which is the best part, lasting until the skill ends. So if you keep stacking that 32%. And what we're going to do in this test is I got an interesting group for Lithas that we're going to attempt. So for this, I put all celestial gear on her, and it's my assassin set. I don't have a marksman set, so this is going to have to do. She's got agile on her to build energy more, especially during her ult, and mostly to consume stacks more. Energy regen, just because she uses 150 energy per shot in her ult, so you want her to gain energy any which way. So pairing her also with a female Ganesh would be good. You could go like more of a damage build and go molten armor. In there, you could go more defensive and get a steadfast or a barrier in there. However, you're kind of choosing that she has to survive to do anything, so you want to make sure she has that survivability. All right, I have a couple of her and the male to put that on the clan trait on teams, which I'm definitely gonna do. Very important. Awesome. I think it's a mandatory trait. So, if that gives you any idea. So, let's check this out real quick. All right. Here she goes. So, let's look for that active. All right. Well, I don't know what we're seeing. Okay, here's her ult, but she's standing right next to him. They dodged her a couple times, and you can see it was just taking down her energy with each shot. And the shots go through enemies and actually do a lot of damage. I had recorded a video before this, but I had a mess up. So, okay, you saw the explosion with her active, the final shot of her. Okay, there's her ultimate. And, all right. Kind of hard to see in this a little bit. So, let's pop over to something else. I got Dungeon Descent kind of here ready to go. Let's fight this main guy here. So we're looking for this active. There it was. She's just so strong with the gear on. Most PvE is not going to stand a chance to her. So with that in mind, let's skip that and let's go to the Lithas trial with the group that I have planned. So this is a very interesting one. Leave in your comments what you think about it. So I have the female Ganesh up there. She's going to be giving her ultimate energy regen to female Lume. And female Lume is going to be just stacking up female Ganesh right there. But hopefully she's going to be hitting female Floralia. Okay, female Floralia's ult is right there. Okay, and she just got ulted, so she went back up. She's firing 150 per shot. Oh, we just got interrupted. So remember, each of those shots were doing 32% more damage than the previous one. So we have full energy. We're into our ult right now. Let's see if female Lume gets it on her. Oh, did she put it on female Ganesh again? Or She's kind of not been doing very good with her ult. She's supposed to put it on the champ with the highest strength, and I put it on. I have female Floralia with the highest strength, so I don't understand. Alright, there's female Ganesh with it. Okay, Floralia is using her ult now. She's not getting this at all from female Lume. Female Lume is just really favoring the female Ganesh for some reason. I guess I could take the female Ganesh out and see what happens there, but this female Floralia does seem to be in her ult a whole lot with the energy regen, with the female Kojiki hitting her with some of her ult. That's helpful. I was trying to get as many of the backliners into the female Ganesh ult as I could, but you can kind of get an idea of the female Floralia just really wailing into her. And mine only has 15 vigor and has some potential in PvE, but we're not so much looking to highlight her PvP. She just got a nice heal. What we're really looking to highlight is her shield from her passive. If we can get her to really go off a lot in some PvP. So now she's getting female Lume's ultimates, like chained to her even. Look at that, non-stop. Oh my goodness. Do you think that's... Oh, wow. She just got, like, female Lume was just chaining it on her. So we kind of went up a little bit here. Let's see the damage. Wow, female Ganesh just rocking it. Kojiki too. Yeah, go team. But not very strong compared to female Shun. I would have to do more experimentation, and I'm not willing to really put the resources into it. So let's do a little PvP. See what we can get here. I'm going to have to use some of my arena tickets, but I got 28, so that's okay. Let's start with a Vruma battle. Those are always a lot of fun. So we'll go with control. Let's put Fade in here in the front row, and we'll have her take off. Let's do something like that. Alright, let's give it a shot. I probably should have put Void Guardian in, but let's see what happens. So what we're looking for is her active to go off. She's protected by the... Okay, she got the active off this time. That was kind of nice. Now if we could see an ult here, and she's hitting the furthest target. Wow, one shot. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see how her damage compares. And I don't know if we saw the shield go off. Okay, her damage is not comparing. But look at the healing on Fate and Revenant. Really nice. Those are influenced by that clan trait. So you might want to have that on your Void Guardian or your Revenant or your Fate, maybe on your main team. Let's look for Morgrave or Oreo. They're really good battles. I had some in the earlier video, and I'm so sad that y'all won't be able to see the Oreo battle that I recorded. It was so great. Very, like, down to the wire. Everyone on the team kind of did what they were supposed to do. And Oreo's actually... There we go. But then I tried Oreo 2 more times and lost those 2 times. So we'll try this. We don't have any form of execute, but that's okay. We'll give it a shot. Oreo doesn't have execute either. So I only have one person in my sanctuary from the team. More later. Okay, Revenant gets some fear. The fear doesn't go off, but Queen of Frost gained control of the battle a little bit. Okay, here's Floralia. She's hitting Eldrasil. Oh, boom, boom. Eldrasil had the life swapped, by the way. And then I think it might have been swapped back, but Floralia is really trying to gain some purchase here. She has stronger armor this go. Queen of Frost trying to gain some control with her Guardian ability. There's her ultimate so she can heal a little bit. And she's jumping back and forth. Oh, the Revenant ultimate's going off. My female Headless is really doing her job here. Oh, and we take control of the battle. Female Floralia is still just hitting Eldrasil while Eldrasil's devouring the team with his passive. Okay. Floralia just killed, I think that, oh, that was so good. What a good battle. Okay, this one might have been better than the last one. Floralia's up there a little bit under Queen of Frost, and Queen of Frost has good gear, good skill level, decent ascension level, or ascended to 18 stars. And look at the Floralia there. Took some damage. This next battle will really pay more attention to her shield because it does go off quite frequently. And a pyromancer would make it go off even more because you just need to do sources of damage, so they add the extra 75% strength as true damage to each one, and it applies the effect, so it's really strong. Okay, so Morgrave has the count here. He's tough to deal with. So what I'm going to kind of do is maybe do the team a little bit more like this, trying to avoid the counts active as best I can. All right, here goes. She used her active right there, and she kind of jumped back a little bit on the enemy Queen of Frost. Okay, my female headless just got the ult off, but if Morgrave's count is able to go on a tear, my team's going to be low life, and I hope we just can control the count. Nice! Look at that! Revenant took out a bunch of them. Floralia has the biggest shield on the entire battlefield right now. Look at her shield. Like, half my team is at 0 health, and Floralia has the biggest shield known to man. And don't forget, she's doing a lot of true damage, too. So, we're trying to gain control here. My whole team is very low health. My female what a battle. So we just beat Morgrave. We beat Oreo. And that was used in the Floralia. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't look at the statistics. I feel like she would have done a really good job there. Now let's kind of go down to more of a specific one against Han Satan here. So we'll kind of do a little something like this. I still have double his abilities here, but what I want to try to see is if Fate can prevent crowd control with her Sanctuary. And then I want the female... Oh! Floralia just destroying Queen of Frost. She's hitting the count right now. She's hitting Eldrasil with her ultimate. Okay, watch. So Eldrasil just went down. The count was taking so much damage too. So let's compare it with the Guardians. Ooh, look at that. Right there with my Void Guardian. But the issue is my Void Guardian doesn't have Brutal, but they're almost equivalent in strength, so that makes about sense there. Very interesting, very cool champ. I'm impressed. There's some good synergies that you can possibly do. If you have the Marksman affix with your sprites, that gives you a huge advantage with her as well when she uses her active. You can pair her up with anybody that can kind of protect her and give her crowd control immunity. So think Mel Esterir, think anyone, female Ganesh. This male Umbra would go really well with her, giving her shields, giving her more strength, kind of protecting her more. That could be a fantastic little combination as well. I gave the female Lume some gear. That's why she's so high up here. But Farouk, the Bloodcraft, could keep a shield on her, keep her protected. We mentioned Fate does the anti-control. So anybody that can just kind of keep her alive and buff her and keep her in the battle, and she's going to have an advantage. Again, with the traits, I really like the energy regen on her, so she can just get into that ult phase and then keep using it as much as possible. I probably wouldn't have the Fierce. I would probably go Pyromancer to just see how that works with her passive and consuming those stacks. I like the Agile because I don't have the masks, and then of course Brutal's a definite on her. Yeah, fantastic champion. Imagine if you have her with 120 vigor and you have all celestial equipment, all of it refined for the marksman, and she was in your sanctuary as well. she would be a force to be reckoned with. That attacking the furthest back target has a huge advantage. It can hit Fate, it can hit Revenant, it can hit Eldrasil. So normally an enemy's cornerstone is going to be in the back lines, and so being able to hit them all the time is really awesome. So anyhow, that's female Floralia. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that. Hopefully it helped you with any decisions you want to make. Sorry I released this after the clan summoning. Life's been a little busy. But also we got the new Judicator coming out tomorrow. So I would like to get that video out ASAP. And that will be, I'll be sacrificing my Voidborn, which is sad. I kind of wanted to do a revisit video with Voidborn, but didn't get that in. Super cool champ. Looks awesome. Great abilities. He just, it was tough to kind of find the perfect group for him and invest a lot of stuff when there are better champs out there. But either way, please like the video, subscribe. Let your friends know if they're using the female Floralia. Maybe this can give them some pointers in how they want to build her or team her up with their other champs. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments or want to discuss your Floralia, please talk in the comments, and I'd love to have a conversation with you. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.